I was walking down the street, minding my own affair, when two policemen grabbed me unaware. I looked at them, I said, you have got to be joking. I was standing there in my chonish shirt, ripped to shreds, missing a shoe with my hands still smoking. They said, your name Kingfish? I said, why sure, with a crooked smile. He said, guess what? You're the boy I've been looking for. So I threw up my hands, I kinda smiled and said, why not?
I was thinking
I must have died, and I'm in hell. While in the back of the paddy wagon, I began to see the plot. With an eyebrow raising, the officer smiling gaze. I was thinking, man,
it's another one of those days
when they took off the cuffs, they let the bright
lights shine.
There was 5 poor souls with me in that line.
I knew I was the victim of Jackie's evil plan.
When a mysterious figure in the dark with a soft voice exclaimed,
there's your man.
I was framed,
I swear,
being a black man in America.
you don't have to do anything.
Why is it always when the police show up, they grab the first nigga they see? I can just be
Walking by,
and you can bet
they'll put the blame on me.
just to add insult
To injury,
coupled with the fact that I have no kids and I'm missing a shoe.
tell me why the hell did I have to get a judge?
With deep-seated and sadistic anger issue, the judge comes and looking constipated like he's trying to hold in a fart. The bailiff says,
Brace yourself, kid.
this is when the bullshit starts.
So I said to the bailiff,
look man, you gotta help me.
please believe me,
Last night was insane,
but it wasn't me, you see.
here was this possessed car.
Been a crazy day.
I saw it all.
Yes, I was there.
Even I find it
Hard to believe.
I'm feeling insane.
In the membrane.
He said,
Pump your brakes, kid.
you'll get your chance to explain. I was astonished.
I couldn't believe the
He
sight.
looked like a hobbit,
Lord of the Rings.
man who was shorter
Been a mini me.
with a Napoleon complex.
Looking like he was ready to fight.
The judge was a mean, weird little dude.
But man, he had his game tight.
When he enters, a very distinguished looking gentleman.
So you think
I've never meet a 4'4" orange midget before. I tried not to laugh out loud, cause man, this was unique. All you could see was the top of his head when he walked through the door.
as he headed to a seat,
He was so damn short, they had a footstool for the speed. They even jacked him up in the seat
just to reach the microphone.
so the little freak could speak. He was sounding off like a hole in your backside that moans and groans a lot and really stinks. Translation,
So what? He was sure.
he was a major asshole.
So now the court's in session and here comes the judge.
And he's looking around at everybody like he's
Holding a grudge.
that little dude was really on one.
He was there every day.
For 30 years,
I mean, never missed a day.
like clockwork,
By all accounts,
he was never nice to anybody.
naughty buddy.
He was a total fucking jerk, and this was his daily twisted definition of fun. I was so damn scared, I was tempted to run. He really loved his work, I was feeling like my chance of survival within was mighty slim.
Check this out, this little dude was so damn scary.
I bet when the boogeyman goes to bed at night, before he turns out his light, he checks under his bed for him.
He was a mini Genghis-Khan. He laid waste to his entire family and everybody in the place.
The first thing this little troll does is smile and says,
Everybody's going to jail this morning to show you I mean nobody no good this
he
morning.
plops down in his chair with a sinister stare and half a grin. He said, could a court reporter named Liv? Listen up, trick, here's the mood I'm in. I'm gonna start the day off by giving myself 6 months, cause I bitch slapped the homeless man for trying to clean my windshield. Then called him a fucking drunk after strangling my gerbil. That little punk for making too much noise with his wheel. I threw his body in my trunk while speeding through a red light. I slammed on the brakes, spun the car, did the 360, got lucky and switched the swerve, and I didn't even stop as I tossed the gerbil's dead ass in the field. Talk about bad luck. Then a black cat crossed my path. Then I went all up on the curb to get his little punk ass. I chased him down and canceled all 9 lives at once. I burned rubber on his face and I laughed my ass off when I heard his little skull crunch. He laughed and said, to the bailiff, I called it my trifecta. Oh yeah, and I recently found out the identity of a louse who's been sneaking around my house. I know it was you, Ernie,
Mr. District Attorney.
for sleeping with my wife. Guess what your sentence is? He laughed out loud and said, the worst thing I can do to you is live your life with my wife. The shrew, she's a lazy witch and a colossal bitch. You deserve each other because neither one of you are worth shit. So now what's the first case on the docket, you degenerate prick? Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Lucky for me, I wasn't the first, because it seems everybody that faces this judge's curse. Do you remember shrimp and pimping from Friday?
You know that little dude.
Magic Mike up first was this mini pimp looking dude. Henry was his name and
Hustling was his game.
the bailiff leans over and says,
Young man, you see this fool?
in this courtroom,
You don't pay to be that damn cool.
Henry the hustler's about to learn today that crime does not.
Hey, Ernie, the district attorney starts to read
The numerous and varied charges
of hustling, pimping,
running dope
assault on a police officer,
and being in possession of a
pound of coke,
international drug trafficking.
and for double parking.
This Humvee in the handicap,
Henry says, Your Honor,
about that it was parked there.
because I have a trick knee.
You're old as hell, you should know about that.
But Your Honor, I wasn't even driving.
My girl must have parked it there.
By mistake,
The DA says
Your Honor,
his truck had 30-inch
tires like a Bigfoot.
and his Humvee's.
Handicap plates were fake.
Your Honor, he just wanted to park for
He
free.
didn't make a mistake.
The judge smiles and
I
says,
see Henry,
I can tell you you'll go get her.
and you know this ain't my first rodeo.
So son, I know you know better. Henry replied,
You know, Your Honor, a hustler's gonna hustle to make that cheddar.
don't matter the weather, through rain,
Sleet or snow,
Judge, you see I'm about my paper.
you know how it goes.
Judge, I'm global,
You know I'm Mr. International,
I move fast.
and I'm always on my toes.
You see, unlike you, I party on yachts.
10 barges,
Judge said,
okay,
so Henry, what do you have to say
about all these charges.
Shrimp and Pippin replied,
While filing his nail,
go after the Candyman.
hustles the ladies, it's true.
But Your Honor, that's not the ultimate
Of what I know how to do.
You see, my daddy, Kingfield, was a hustler.
So the story goes,
When my daddy died,
and he left me a gaggle of hoes.
his business led to me.
When he passed away,
My doors are open.
25 hours a day.
So the rap that I hustle a little knows candy and girls is no shame.
'Cause Judge,
I'd rather be rich as a bitch
10 broke is a joke.
living in a ditch
Like a homeless
buster on the corner
like a dope
with nothing to
my name.
but a please.
Help me signs,
Smelly as hell
been in need
of them so
on a rope.
so then my gain is lean.
Your Honor,
I got to stay fly, you know why?
because to get more than 5 miles a gallon, I have to use superjet fuel in my wife.
Sometimes I might shovel a little slow.
You hold me for my dough gets too low.
I got to keep my paper up.
Cause you know how it go.
I did slap that thing
When he stepped out of place,
he was looking too damn hard.
and my girl's there, I saw that look on his face.
So he had it coming.
Because he was a disgrace.
I spun around
Like Michael Jackson,
and then jumped on my toe.
I've been slapped this punk ass.
With the back of a pimp hand from outer space. Like the moonwalker, I took the tip of his nose right off his face. The Henry the hustler turns and winks at his girl. I couldn't believe that she was a pretty little swirl, you know what I mean. Fine as hell and exotic Puerto Rican looking 5'1" mixed girl. We ought to go to see her sitting in the front row. The entire courtroom said a collective band.
Man, she was Beyonce fine.
For just smelling her perfume, like Michael J. Fox, it sent you back in time. Definitely a femme fatale that can ruin a brother's mind. You remember that girl from Harlem Nights, Lady Heroin, you know, Sunshine. This hoe was so fine, she turned a man as gay as Liberace straight. Every female in the room either hated or wanted to date her ass. That body was banging, baby. This chick was world class. The belly flings over and says, keep Freddie Mercury. Would definitely wanna rock her.
And Elton John,
Would be mad as hell if she didn't get to ride his
Rocket Man.
She can make Little Richard say, tutti frutti, now that's some good booty.
You see the bride?
That's enough to give a brother a heart attack.
She might kill me.
But could you think of a better way to go?
And I would drink her bad water.
I would have so laughed him silly also. Henry says to the tell me how much is the fine?
Come on, judge, tell me the fee.
Like a beach ball, I got to bounce.
Baby, I'm Mr. International.
I got somewhere to be.
The judge was quiet
For about a minute, I thought Henry had changed the tide.
when he said to the judge,
It's time to lean to the side as I slide in my ride.
so goodbye.
Judge leans over to the bailiff and says,
Jasper,
I don't understand this guy.
I've never heard anyone talk this way.
He speak like hustlers.
Tell me, what did that nigga say?
So the bailiff,
Jasper,
being Korean,
a real soul brother,
he says, well, Your Honor, let me break it down for you this way. When he said the rap that
the candy man.
hustles the ladies is true,
But that's only part of what he knows how to do.
implement that ain't all.
But yes, he's selling coke and he's pimping too.
If you feel a little tutti frutti,
And need some good booty, just come his way.
cause his doors be open 25 hours a day.
When he said his dough gets low and his change be straight,
Before his bread is dead,
then his cash is tried.
he has to make it slow
You know.
to keep it pushing on, let it go.
Then he said it's time to lean aside.
As he glides in his ride,
And goodbye, Clyde.
he simply meant,
He's going to hop in his humpy.
and get the hell on.
You know Clyde is a dumb dude.
I think he was talking about you.
Judge.
The judge said, I understand. He looks at Henry and the judge said,
Henry the hustler.
I dug on what you laid down as you defend.
But in the cool dissertation, you twisted the evidence. The judge, like the voodoo dude in Indiana Jones, reached into Henry's chest and snatched his heart out. The judge was on a roll, destroyed his dreams and stole his soul. Man, what he did to Henry was cold. The bailiff leans over to me. Watch this, kid, here it comes. He smiles and passes me a stick of gum like Darth Vader with a lightsaber. The judge says,
Henry, turn your head and cough.
with surgical precision, he cuts Henry's huevos off.
The judge said, let me break it down for you, partner.
Due to the sheer extent of your crime, I think Henry the hustler got to do some time. They're like a World War II Japanese zero coming in from the sun. He proceeded to tear Henry the hustler a new one. Like Snoopy's Red Baron, he shot down Mr. International's plane. The judge came in with guns a-blazing. The carnage was just insane. Judge says,
Henry the hustler,
just so you know,
your daddy's flow
was the wrong way to go.
So for hustling the ladies' partner, that's 529.
For mugging the fuss, $500 sign.
For pushing that dope,
That's 10 to 33.
then he said,
But don't worry about your Humvee, I had it towed in free. I represented that cowboy file. Side-eyeing your chick, clutch back in the fur. Shrimp and pimp still is down hip, but these are not the worst crimes that you have shown. Just for being too cool, I'm giving you pimpin' ass from now on. You should have stayed in school, fool. Hustling Henry laughs and says, Your Honor,
I won't fuss and I won't fight, cause my lawyer is from the law firm. We fuck him and how he has clout.
I know I'll be out by tonight. The judge looks at Henry with a scowl.
Like Jordan hitting the three from the top of the key. Go becoming big with a slam. The judge finished Henry with the WWE
Smackdown, the judge said,
So you think so?
Shrimping, pimping, this just in. Breaking news, you know, little man, you're wrong.
packed and ready to go, cause I'm sending your hustling ass
On the last boat to Alcatraz.
See, you wouldn't wanna be you.
Oh, by the way, Henry,
You said you're always on your toes.
you'll be twinkling alright.
You'll be the star of the show.
With sausage in your mouth and snot coming out your nose.
Your dance card will be filled.
Every night,
The judge says to Jasper,
baby, big time, raving up in Alcatraz.
ain't that right? Jasper says, yes sir, Your Honor, like clockwork every night.
This is not only cold but just
The
vicious.
judge laughs out loud.
Little Lucky Charms here is gonna be magically delicious.
They're gonna ride you all night and put you away. They're gonna tear the lining out your ass, you can
He
bake.
says to Jasper, rest of here's gonna need some tucks after that ride.
Gonna be on his little ass like a cattle
I'm
drive.
gonna ride you all night. You're gonna need a block of ice to straddle. After being ridden like a horse in the battle.
I guarantee you, he's gonna have a blazing saddle. So be careful, sweet daddy, don't drop us so. Then ironically, the judge reaches in a drawer and tosses Henry some Vaseline and a soap on a roll. Make it easy on you, yourself because you're the bait. I would suggest you
Give them the Vaseline.
before they slide into your home plate. Then Jasper the bailiff whispers to me, and that's the game. Then he looks over at the court reporter named Lynn. Don't think I forgot about you, bitch.
What's that?
Tripping while shoplifting and late night stripping. You too will be doing a quick sick. I said to myself, oh shit, as I choked on my spit. When I realized I was up next and I started to feel sick. Then the judge, while laughing, he said,
Son, I just
euthanized my cat for clawing my couch. Then after that, I told my 30-year-old deadbeat son, it's time to get the fuck out. My daughter, who thought she was fast and slick,
I revoked her license before breakfast.
then he looks and snickers to the bailiff. He says, you know she called me a prick.
My wife,
That slut, she didn't say a word because she knows she's a liar and a sheep. She's about to take flight.
like a bird,
I canceled all her credit cards
like a football through the upright.
she's getting a boot tonight.
Yeah, I heard.
Just for being hooked.
And a fucking crook.
She's about to realize I made the stock market crash on her pocketbook. She thinks I'm slow, but little does she know her cheating ass is moving out tonight.
It's time for the hoe to go.
And like molasses, he poured it on extra thick.
He says to the bailiff,
Just this morning, my 80-year-old mother damned me to hell, cause I caught her cheating on her taxes. I didn't give a shit, she was suffering from an anaphylaxis. I gave her 10 years at hard labor and sent her old ass to jail. Her dog saw this.
then peed on my floor.
So I had him gassed at the vet.
I bet he won't do it anymore.
So if I were you, I'd tell the truth, kid.
Then I started to sweat.
He said,
I did all that
before breakfast, so tread lightly, son.
because I haven't had my coffee yet.
Man, I mean tattoo from Fantasy Island was taller
Then this dude,
He gave no one in the courtroom any respect.
this mean little mucker was rude.
I mean, little Donald
Had some different strokes.
his little Oompa Loompa
Had the nerve to be telling jokes.
him with his spray on tan. He reminded me of another racist,
Old fat orange man.
you know, ex-presidential, a liar. The president of Donald D. Cheat has been the whole school
Grand dragon of the clan.
You know, he'd have the nerve to call himself the best friend the black man ever had. Yeah, why? Now that's fake news, but I digress.
I will tell you that.
Feeling like a chicken that had just got plucked. Then he smiled devilishly and said, son,
You're truly, truly for Ernie. The district attorney presented the charges against me that were many: arson, speeding,
running a red light, reckless driving, taking out a stoplight and indecent exposure. I started to sweat while trying to keep my composure. Yes, do you know what happened to the 3 guys that died
last night.
The court wants to know why. All I could do was stand there aside.
I said, Judge,
As I began to shrug, the judge said, boy, you better have one hell of a story, or your ass belongs to me and your soul to glory. He said, now boy, I'm a fair man. I mumbled to myself, somehow I doubt that. He said, son, tell me a story, no bullshit, make it just the facts.
lay it on me now.
Son, I despise, but pray for the youth. I'm not a patient man, so son,
Just tell me the truth.
so I replied, well, about that, I took a deep breath and then began my recap. So I took my shot, I said, well, your honor, here it is, Mr. Ripley, believe it or not. Since you were here, have you had a day where nothing at all seems to go your way? You started to feel like some kind of a nut because you could not break the string of bad luck. You couldn't change it, man. And at the end of the day, you were so damn glad you didn't pass away.
A day where you wake up
With a smile on your face,
then life puts a boot in your butt.
and it's quickly erased. No matter it seems
What you tried to do,
you think the whole wide world must be against you. Walking home in your socks, feeling like a mouse in a maze, thinking, man, it's just one of those days. On the first day, Jackie and I, like goddess and Wu Candace, #1 lie guy. She was so fine, I was under her spell. We petite, very cute, but I got a story to tell.
got the hell out of there. Like a puff of smoke, I was gone, felt the wind in my hair. When the bear turned around, I wasn't gonna be there. I'm gone, like woo, she's bored. I'll slap him. I was screaming like a demon. Jackie, look behind you. I made a mistake,
But I was scared.
so I turned around.
And got the bed.
Now the lack of sex might make you pray, but that ain't no reason to wind up in the grave. Now the bad facts are hard to ignore. I turned around and ran when I heard the bear roar. Now judge,
I'm no punk, but it was time to go.
Turn around, man, and reverse your flow. I thought I could run, but I was wrong. That girl, Jackie, her track game is strong. She let out a scream that startled the bear. She lost her shoes, she got the hell out of there. I never seen anybody run so fast. When your knees hit your chest and your feet slap your ass. Jackie passed me, man, that girl wasn't joking. With a wide-eyed look, that chick was stroking. Jackie passed me, running low and fast. She didn't even leave footprints in the grass. When I tell you, that girl was quick.
That girl was quick.
She was running like Jesse Owens in 36. Her bushes like she was in the Olympics. Instead of attacking, I swear the bear was laughing. He was snorting and rolling on his back. She wasn't blinking. I bet the bear was thinking.
That chick almost had a heart
To
attack.
tell you the truth, I made fudge judge. You know, Chunky and Brown.
Now Chucky and Brown.
I told myself, run faster, fool, and don't turn around.
Don't turn around.
I was gone like Casper,
Casper.
a friendly ghost. Then I looked over my shoulder and ran into a post. I was laughing so hard I tripped and fell. Cracked my head like the Liberty Bell. I was beginning to think, man, this girl is cursed. She was running so fast she even lost her purse.
Jackie was gone, Judge.
That girl broke free. She even lost her wig. It was stuck in a tree. Now I'm running through the forest like a puzzle of maze. I'm thinking, man,
Not me, not today.
so I get up, running through the grass with my thumb in my ass. Cool dripping everywhere, still coming out fast. I'm running through the parking lot with mud butt, trying to keep my teeth together, screaming, what the fuck? That's when the rumor got started about the time that I fought it, 'cause I was running through the forest from a bear looking retarded like Moses in the Red Sea. My butt cheeks parted, brown goo ran down my leg and into my shoe. I was more surprised than you about the chunky brown goo, 'cause it wasn't you who I was covered in doo-doo.
When I get to God,
Then I ruined my seat, the goo that ran down my leg is now all over my feet. I almost got whiplash. I took off so fast. With one hand on the wheel, my foot on the gas, and the other hand, Judge, with my thumb in my ass. Bailiff in the courtroom erupts in laughter. The judge bangs his gavel while he asks me, I says,
son, is that all?
that I began to babble on a second date with a girl named Jackie.
Now, how could you be that cute?
In your house?
Be this nasty, yeah. Let me tell you about the time I went to a home, and the next time I won't go alone, because I should have had a great big can of rain. Or better yet, I should have had 100 hand grenades, because the boats knocked me down and jumped on my chest. He said, give me liberty or give me death. My family is dying in this house of starvation. In this house, you need reparations. And Oach cries out onto a rag. He says, yo, Jack, what you got in the bag? She said, I made dinner, and you can have some. So she goes to the kitchen to get some Kool-Aid. Roaches were skating on the jello like it was the escapades. And on the kitchen floor they were having chicken and rice. Size 7, come 11, Judge, they were shooting dice. I said to myself, I gotta get out of here quick. The roaches were having a big old picnic. I go to the bathroom, they still weren't kind. A roach kicked me in the butt and said, wait in line. Man, I must have been tardy to the party, 'cause the roaches were having themselves a real rowdy roach party. I was mumbling to myself, trying not to curse, 'cause I interrupted roaches trying to rear Joe's apartment. Yeah, I saw it first, not too bad, like Kanye and his church. I gotta admit this was kind of a thrill, because the roaches were rehearsing on the windowsill. On the hallway floor they were playing a game, roaches versus water bugs. Man, it was insane. The crowd went wild, the roaches had the ball. A small grain of rice, the goal line was a wall. Neon was just dodging and dipping. I had to ask myself, man, are you tripping? I headed back to
the living room.
Take a seat.
She asked me, are you sure you don't want something to eat?
And she sat down in front of me, some fruit on a plate. A roach slapped my hand when I reached for a grape.
When she brought a plate of biscuits,
I gave the dog a bite.
he started howling at the moon and acting stupid all night.
And then she made a pot of grits, so I gave some to the cat. He slid out the door, but when he came back,
Looking dazed and confused with a brick in his
his
hand, he
hand,
grabbed the bulldog by the collar like the waist in my man.
she wanted to turn the lights low.
I said, hell to that.
Keep 'em up, girl, I have to afford an attack.
I don't want any Florida sick, I gotta guard my cup. So get your hand off the light switch, go leave 'em
The
up.
plate of fruit started to move all on its own. They flipped it off the table using a chicken bone.
When the food hit the floor, man,
They were on there faster than a pack of dogs on a three-legged cat.
over in the corner,
Was a drunk Uncle Lou.
and Rob was on the stove.
Took it like he was ratatouille.
He was making meal
He
me.
called it monkey stew.
She said, are you sure you're not hungry? There's enough for you. I said to myself,
Man, it's time to go.
because the roaches in the bathroom
Started the floor show.
I was trying to leave
Then get out of the house.
when a roach went across the floor right in the mouth.
Okay, that's it.
I gotta get out of here quick.
Before I get sick.
They need a double shot of tetanus.
As I was leaving the house, I turned and looked back at the porch.
There was a roach round the mounds wearing a kilt, holding a bash like a torch.
Shouting freedom or death with freedom right there on his face.
I knew I had to get the hell out of that place.
So heads up, ladies, you better clean your house.
So your man don't see a roach right in the mouth. The judge, he asked me one more question. He said, I'm starting to see the circumstance. But son, how did you lose one shoe in your pants? I said, Your Honor, I must be a glutton for punishment. This was day number 3 with that girl, Jackie. This time I wanted to get it right so we can do the nasty. Man, Jackie's so cute, I had to give another chance. Never know this time might lead to romance. When I pulled up, she was leaning on the car by a gate, seeing this I'm hard as a rock like Mr. Slade. She started walking toward me at a really slow rate, wearing high heels, stilettos, she was looking great. She caused 3 accidents just crossing the street. That body's banging, baby, she was looking good enough to between the pumps and a lovely lady's lumps, I was smitten by the kid and I just wanted to hump. I'm a sucker for big boobs and girls with curly hair. Jackie had what I was needing for my feet and it was all right there. One of the finest girls on the planet, with curly hair looking like Janet. She had a hard body like granite. Baby, let me be your sculptor. I want you as my muse. Let me chip away at your bedrock. I think you and I should fuse. Now there's a lady, if the wrong man find you in peace, he will leave you in pieces. When the right man comes along, he picks up the pieces and leads you to peace. You follow me. Mama Chica from Puerto Rico, the beauty was polished, big booty, small waist, she was one of the hottest. Here's my tale from the Twilight Zone. This is where everything in my life started to go wrong. She said, big boy, let's take my ride. She tossed me the keys and said, you can drive. I said, okay, pretty lady. She said, well, let's slide. Slide, there it was, her Cadillac with the fins, candy apple red, white leather interior. It was slamming, shiny chrome hubcaps with white wall tires. She called her Christine, and she ran real smooth. Fuzzy dice on the mirror, that was real cool. You know that's required. She hops in the ride with a bug like a bubble. She said, I can make your bed wide. Looking like number trouble. I'm hard like Flintstone. I smash Wilma and Betty Rubble like Flag would say while smashing that ass boo. Yabba dabba do to you too. I'm shining like a new dime. Got into Christine, backed her out real slow. Rubbers in my pocket, I was ready to go. When I started the car, the interior lights turned blue. A voice from the radio said, oh, you are new, boo. I'm really talking about it, I thought it was a song. So I put Christine in gear, it started to roll on. Oh, I'm out on the 3rd day with that girl Jackie. Now I didn't think this night would be so damn scary. I picked her up about 7:45. She was walking to the car, she was looking great. High heels, stilettos, sexy straight out the ghetto. Big booty, small waist, with real boobs that shook like jello. Curly shoulder length hair, and she was talking slow, wearing jeans so tight. She had a camel toe. Let's just say she was beyond fine. The kind of girl that can seriously ruin your mind. But I digress, so here's my tale. Here's where everything started to go to hell. She hops in the ride and I complimented her whip. And I'm dapper Dan, she had ruby red lips. I was thinking her beauty was so legit. As long as I had her face, she had somewhere to sit. When Jackie got in, this song started to play all by itself. That's all I can say. Hey, Bonnie and Clyde thing by Ice Cube, the ambiance light and turned green. I guess it changed to set the scene. It got my attention, but I let it pass because I was concentrating on Jackie's fine ass. I didn't think anything of it because the car was cool, the girl was fine. Time to get some food. It was time to go and get something to eat. So I smashed on the gas and took off down the street. We stopped at Burger King for a bite to eat. She's talking to me in a voice low and sweet. I was getting Jackie's order, and as I turned in my seat, the girl in the drive-thru was looking so sweet. She was a pretty little chick, I mean a cute little mixed girl. She was a red bone, you know, a pretty little swirl. I forgot Jackie's order and just said hi. Jackie looked at this girl like, bitch, you gotta die. Suddenly Christine's interior turned blood red lighting. Judge shit got weird and very frightening. I said, what the hell? The girl started gasping. She was clutching her throat like she was dying. Christine's engine started revving. All by itself, I didn't know what was happening. So I said to myself, maybe I should tighten my seatbelt. I saw Jackie's hair blowing in the breeze. The air wasn't even on and all the windows were up. I was scared as hell, like a deer in the headlights. Looking at Jackie thinking, what the fuck? The drive-thru girl's eyes started to bleed. I heard that snap, then her head twisted like a screw. I didn't know what the hell was happening, so like a scared cat I bolted out the drive-thru. I was scared as hell. I looked at Jackie and said, girl, what the hell did you just do? She said that bitch was smiling too hard when she was looking at you. The look on her face was sinister at best. The judge asked anything else. I said, oh yes, that was just the beginning. Here comes the rest. Your Honor, it was Friday the 13th, a third day. Jackie asked me if I wanted to go to the skate party at the roller rink. I said, why not? Great. She said, okay then. Be at my house around 8 when I pull up to Jackie's house. I couldn't believe the sight. There ain't only one cloud in the sky. I said to myself, this can't be right. It was sunny everywhere else, but her house was dark as night. I said, Judge, this girl may have power on a sunny day. A dark cloud was over just Jackie's house for hours. You know how this thing, you just don't say. One of my friends learned this lesson, let's say the hard way. We get to the roller rink, it was starting to jam. Then I run into an old friend, her name was Pam. Pam said, how I feel, when she gave me a hug. Thinking nothing of it, I showed her some love. When I went to introduce her to my friend Jackie, the look on her face was so damn scary. You know how Dracula has that crazy stare. When Jackie looked at Pam, she got the hell out of there. I'm beginning to think this girl is a little jealous. Then I see my friend Henry and some of the fellas. We started talking as we were walking. One of the guys started gawking. Frank saw Jackie's butt. He said, yeah, I would tap that. When he reached out to touch it, Frank had a sudden massive heart attack. I tried to help him. It came out of the blue. Jackie said, let it go. That had nothing to do with you. Jackie wasn't happy, she said, we're leaving right now. She said, baby, get the car and bring it around. I was thinking to myself, something's amiss. While I was walking to the car, man, Jackie got pissed. When I got to Christine, she was sitting there all alone with piles of ash around her. All the other cars were gone. Judge, that was strange because when I parked Christine 10 minutes ago, the parking lot was packed with cars and lots of people heading to a show. Now the lot has piles of ash. Something's really wrong. The smell of fire and brimstone was real strong. It looked like someone had broke in and stole our stuff. They broke the windows and scratched the paint up. They left us a little present that was not so sweet. A big round creamy steamer on the back seat. I brought the car around just in time to see a whole lot of people screaming and running. That's me. The building burst into flames as Jackie walked away. Her eyes were like fire and her clothes were covered in mud. I said, holy crap,
If you don't see that every day, judge, your feet were covered in blood. So I mashed out and peeled out, cause it was time to bail. I had to get away from Jackie and the state from hell. I thought that was the end of my Friday night, as I hit the corner and turned to the right. Christine sees the thugs that beat her and started all of this. All of a sudden the engine revs again. Man, are you kidding me? What is this? First Jackie, now Christine is getting pissed. The thug see us as Christine smokes her tires. I have no control as a tailpipe spit fire. The thugs are running and screaming in disbelief, ducking and dodging, running down the street. I'm hitting the brakes, this is going too far. Christine runs down one guy, pins him under the car. I'm screaming, help me, Lord Jesus, take the wheel. I tried to jump out and run for the hills. The door's locked, I feel my seatbelt tightening. From the radio I hear a song that's frightening. Dead Man's Curve, playing real loud. I pleaded to Christine, I do nothing, please let me out. Christine peels out after the thugs. Like rain in the car, turns red like blood. She runs down the other two and loses a tire. I jumped out and ran out of my pants because the car caught fire. I lost my shoe while I was screaming, I wanna live. While the helicopters, I ain't no fugitive. As I was leaving the scene, thinking that was hella scary, I was walking down the street checking my twig and berry. I guess it's safe to say this date was an epic fail, or as I like to put it, I was in a coffin. Jackie and Christine had the hammer and nails. Like Mike Jackson, I was having a real thrill tonight. And I was just trying to stay alive, and I do what's right and stay out of jail. So I guess because I'm standing here with no past, my quest was an epic fail. So that's the sad ending to my tale. At least I didn't wind up dead, Your Honor, I swear it wasn't my fault, so please don't send me to jail. So fellas, if you meet a girl named Jackie in a candy apple red 64 Cadillac DeVille, the strange things start to happen and stuff gets scary. Don't be thinking that's the girl to marry. Be cool, be calm, because she might snatch. She'll burn your butt up and you'll be taking a journey. Chief Relief Medusa, with red eyes and hair like a serpent, driving the devil's chariot of fire, with a big butt and a smile. So if you're born under a bad sign and you have the misfortune to meet these two, here's what I would do. Steer clear of them both. Run in the other direction, low and fast. That's my advice to you. Screw everybody else, save your own ass. I had to get away from Jackie, because trust me when I say, Judge, the thrill is gone. Judge says, yeah, man, dating's a trip, you all know the phrase, man. It's just one of those days. The judge said, okay son, I'm convinced. I'm dropping over charges, you did nothing wrong. The DA said, well, what about indecent exposure? I said to the DA, Ernie, keep your composure. The judge asked me, son, are you married? I said I used to be. How long were you married? 3 years, sir. Then he asked, do you have any kids? I replied, yes sir, I did. He asked, how many kids do you have? I have 9. Are they all yours? Yes sir. I think he replied, he says, what do you mean, you think? I said, well, Your Honor, let me explain. She said, they were all mine. The judge says, you had 9 kids by the same woman? Yes. Yes sir, my wife. The judge leaned forward. In 3 years, he leans over toward Jasper and smiles a sinister grin. He had 9 kids, he exclaimed, and it is a shame. But go ahead, kid, you got me hooked. Please explain. I have to know how this happened. I said I had the wedding bell blue. Your Honor, you see, the first year me and my wife was married. She presented me with 3. Yes, that's 2. The second year me and my wife was married. She presented me with triplets. He said 2 and 3 is 5. Go on. I said the third year me and my wife was married. She had quadruplets. The judge started laughing and said, oh my. I further explained, Judge, in the beginning, promises I made to love, honor, and cherish, but they took out the word obey. The ladies of the new millennium wouldn't have it any other way. In sickness and in health, until death do we part. Judge says, yeah, this is usually where the bullshit starts. You come home one day and she smiles to sweetly say, you're going to be the daddy. There's a baby on the way. You look at her and you don't know what to say, so you hug her, squeeze her with a stupid look on your face. You say, oh, happy day. Meanwhile, the months slowly drag past and your sweet little angel angel starts to chew on your ass and start to mouth. At first she only nags from time to time, and then all of a sudden the shit gets worse. When she starts to fuck with your mind, you tell her, I don't have to take this shit. She tells you, then pack your shit and split. Pack my shit. This is my scene. I had all this before I met you. This is my house, so died and made you queen. She tells you it was yours, but now it's mine. You gave it away when you signed all the dotted line. Now judge, think about it rationally. What the fuck can you do? Cause if you try to leave the bitch with all those skins, you know how much it's gonna cost you. 9 months is here. She hatches and it's twins. Okay, now dumb shit. Here's where the fun begins. You notice right away that something ain't right. Kick me in the nuts and call me Brenda, because I couldn't believe the sight. Blonde hair, blue eyes, you must think's gone crazy. Crazy. One thing is for damn sure, I know these ain't my babies. So you jump knee deep in her shit. Now bitch, I want the truth. Who the hell you been fucking? Cause right here is the proof. She keeps telling you that same old lie, but they're your babies. And she covers her face and pretends to cry. Now do scratching your head as you walk down the hall, because she knows you're a dumb shit. You'll swallow that line, hook, sinker, and all. The years go by and you don't know what to do. Your kids are growing up and they still don't look like you. Judge says, yeah kid, when your back is getting weary, make your hair a little thin, that bitch is on your back. Now you see how much shit you're in. Judge said, life's a bitch, but that ain't no news. I said, yeah judge, it's just the wedding bell blues. Judge says you're free kid, you've been through enough. Case dismissed, you get to go home. I'm dropping all the charges over Ernie, you weenie. Leave him alone. But judge, I object, your honor. The man had no pants on. This is just wrong. The gotta reply in a harsh tone. Overruled and bangs his gavel strong, giggling like a schoolgirl. Yes, I'm letting him go home, because this man hasn't had time to put his pants on.